Well, happy Wednesday morning, everyone. Welcome back to Morning Musings. My name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma. Hey, look, we are at point number 19, argument number 19, offered by Dr. David Hester out of 23 arguments in our formal public debate July 14th and 15th, 2016, here in Ardmore, Oklahoma. As you know by now, Dr. David Hester got up and in just rapid-fire fashion read off 23 arguments. He did not exegete a single text. For instance, his argument number 19. In Matthew chapter 22, parallels of Luke chapter 20 and Mark chapter 11, Jesus spoke of those in the resurrection. The 8 brothers who had the same wife, producing no offspring. And so Dr. David Hester says, if it is true that those individuals will be resurrected, then Preston must be false, because that demands individual bodily resurrection. Well, I got to tell you, Dr. David Hester made so many unbelievably, almost irrational, certainly unsupported claims in our debate. I want to be as kind as possible, but it's more than obvious Dr. Hester has not given any serious thought to the arguments and to the text to which he appealed. Now, it's interesting to me that he probably had done enough thinking to realize he was best not to go to Luke chapter 20, the parallel to Matthew chapter 22. And here's why. Because in Luke chapter 20, Jesus said, the sons of this age marry and are given in marriage. Well, in what age was Jesus living? You have to catch the power of this here. Dr. David Hester doesn't believe the Christian age began until the day of Pentecost, with the proclamation of the gospel. He believes the old covenant age died at the cross. So in what age was Jesus living in which he said, the sons of this age marry? Wasn't the Christian age. So when Jesus said the sons of this age marry and are given in marriage, but those counted worthy to attain that age neither marry or are given in marriage. Now wait a minute. If Jesus was living in the Mosaic age, i.e. this age, and he said those counted worthy to attain that age, ask yourself the question, what age followed Jesus's this age? What age followed the Mosaic age? Jesus was not living in the Christian age, anticipating the end of time. By the way, it was so revealing. During the debate, Dr. David Hester's affirmative proposition demanded that he prove the end of time. Do you realize not one time did he ever say, this proves that there will be an end of time? Not once. But you see, the real point here is exegetically, we have to ask the question, in what age was Jesus living? And he was not living in the Christian age, anticipating the end of the Christian age. He was living in the Mosaic age, anticipating the age to follow, the age in which he was living. And that means that he was talking about the Christian age. Now, very quickly, I want you to take note. Dr. David Hester believes that the resurrection of Daniel chapter 12, verse 2 is the same resurrection as Matthew 22 and Luke chapter 20. Okay, so the resurrection of Daniel chapter 12 verse 2 is the resurrection, pardon me, of Luke chapter 20, Matthew 22. But the resurrection of Daniel chapter 12 verse 2 would be, quote, when the power of the holy people was completely shattered, unquote. The power of the holy people was completely shattered in AD 70. Therefore, the resurrection of Matthew 22, Luke chapter 20 was fulfilled when the power of the holy people was completely shattered, i.e. in AD 70. You see, it's little wonder that David Hester completely and totally, desperately wanted to avoid Daniel chapter 12 and why he changed his position right there during the debate, falsifying his own theology. So, when Dr. David Hester, in his point number 19, tried to argue on Matthew 22 and Luke chapter 20, he made no point whatsoever. He actually completely falsified his own point. And in our next video, I'm going to show you that in Jesus' own words, in his reference to Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, that it demanded fulfillment in AD 70. We'll see you on the flip side.